Have you ever wondered where your mind goes when you fall asleep? Have you ever closed your eyes at night, feeling your body slow down and drift into rest? And thought, what happens to the part of me that's still aware, still alive inside? You pull up the blanket, turn off the lights, slow your breathing, and let your body relax. But deep down, you know something more is going on, something you can't fully explain. While your body sinks into sleep, the part of you that thinks, feels, and knows doesn't simply shut off or disappear. It goes somewhere, even if you don't remember it when you wake up. Most people believe that sleep is just a time when the brain rests, or when the mind replays memories and dreams. But across human history, ancient cultures and old wisdom have whispered that something far bigger, far stranger, happens every night. That's why you sometimes wake up with an answer you didn't know before, or with a strange feeling like you've lived something long and meaningful in just a few hours, or with a sudden fear or heaviness you can't explain. The truth is surprising, maybe even a little frightening, but also freeing. While your body sleeps, your consciousness travels. It moves beyond the physical world, touches things you can't see, and these invisible journeys shape your waking life, whether you know it or not. Different cultures gave this nightly journey many names: the Great Sleep, the doorway to the gods, the wandering soul. But one ancient, now lost manuscript called it the mandatory journey, because no one can avoid it. Every night, without exception, you take this journey. But here's the sad part. Almost everyone comes back empty-handed. It's not because the night hides its secrets, and it's not because you don't have access. It's simply because no one teaches us how to notice the signs, how to understand the quiet messages, or how to carry the deep lessons back into waking life. Right now, in your own body, you already have everything you need to begin remembering what really happens when you sleep. You have the ability to take the gifts, the knowledge, and the wisdom from your nightly travels and use them to transform your daytime reality. If you've ever had the deep sense that something bigger happens when you sleep, if you've ever felt that your dreams are more than just imagination, that's not random. That's your intuition quietly calling out to you, trying to get your attention. And the truth it's pointing you toward is this: every night, your consciousness goes to places that could change your life forever. If you learn how to bring something back, you can turn off the light, cover yourself, close your eyes, slow your breathing, and let your body fall asleep. But something inside you never truly rests. Your consciousness, the part of you that knows you are alive, keeps going. Most people have been taught that sleep is just like a blackout, a time when the brain switches off to recharge. But if that were all it was, how could we explain the brilliant ideas that sometimes arrive out of nowhere during sleep, or the vivid dreams that feel more real than waking life, or the sudden understandings that appear after a night's rest? We've been conditioned to think of ourselves as purely physical beings, as if we are only our bodies. But ancient, hidden teachings tell us a different story. They tell us that while the body rests, the consciousness travels. As your body relaxes, your heartbeat slows, and your muscles let go, the true part of you, the essence that cannot be touched or seen, moves through invisible spaces. Some traditions call these the astral planes or spiritual realms, but the names don't matter. What matters is understanding that every single night, you are freer than you believe. Sleep isn't just a break or a pause. It's a gateway to other realities. Your body might be like a phone on a charger, but your consciousness is like a restless traveler, always moving, always exploring, always learning. Maybe you've already felt this without realizing it. Have you ever felt yourself floating just as you fall asleep, like your body is heavy, but your mind feels light? Have you ever woken up with blurry but powerful images of places you've never seen, but that seem oddly familiar? These are small clues that your awareness was wandering beyond the ordinary world. There's an old saying that sleep is a little death, and waking is a little rebirth. You may never have thought of sleep that way, but when you close your eyes and surrender to the night, you give up control. You let go of your name, your tasks, your identity. Your body keeps working, breathing, beating, but your conscious mind detaches from the physical world. In that detachment, something incredible happens. The same process that happens at death when the consciousness fully leaves the body happens on a smaller, temporary scale every time you sleep. Ancient wisdom says that at death, the consciousness moves on, continuing its journey elsewhere. During sleep, the connection is only loosened, not broken. You are still connected by something often called the silver cord, an invisible thread tying your body to your soul. As long as this cord holds, you can go and return safely. Only when it breaks at the moment of true death does the journey become permanent. Many wise teachers have described sleep as preparation for dying consciously. They believe that those who learn to surrender each night, accepting sleep as a sacred letting go, would face their final moments with peace, clarity, and wisdom. That's why so many cultures created bedtime rituals, not just to protect the sleeping body, but to guide the traveling soul, to remind it of its purpose even while it is away. Just because you don't remember what happens when you sleep doesn't mean nothing happened. It only means that the gap between waking and sleeping is still a mystery to you, one you can learn to cross. There's an old practice, almost forgotten today, called biphasic sleep, that can open the doorway to remembering and exploring your nightly journeys. In ancient times, people didn't sleep in one long block. They naturally divided their sleep into two chunks. They would sleep for a few hours, wake up in the middle of the night, spend some time praying, meditating, or reading, and then go back to sleep until morning. This middle period wasn't seen as a problem. It was often seen as sacred. Why is this important? Because the state you are in between the first and second sleep is one of the most fertile times for out-of-body experiences, lucid dreams, and meaningful spiritual encounters. When you wake up naturally in the middle of the night, your brain is still immersed in slow, deep waves, but your thinking mind is beginning to come alive. You are balanced between deep unconsciousness and waking awareness, standing at a doorway. People who practice conscious dreaming or astral projection know that these moments are perfect for gently guiding their awareness into exploration. Biphasic sleep also helps you remember your dreams and journeys because when you wake up at night, your most recent dreams are still fresh and near the surface, ready to be written down or reflected on before they fade away. If you want to try this, sleep for 4 to 5 hours. Let yourself wake up naturally or with a soft alarm. Stay lying still. Keep your mind relaxed and let your thoughts drift gently between images. Hold a quiet intention to stay aware as you fall back asleep or to guide your awareness into exploration. This small change might open up a world inside you that you never knew existed. Every night, whether you realize it or not, you meet other consciousnesses. Some are familiar, loved ones, friends, souls you've known in this life or others. Some are strangers. Each meeting carries meaning, a message, a lesson. And these encounters aren't limited to human souls. Sometimes you connect with spiritual guides, ancestors, or teachers, beings who come to inspire you, awaken you, or help you heal. Sometimes these meetings come hidden in symbols, through dream images or strange sensations. Other times, they feel direct, like a conversation, a touch, or a sudden knowing. Have you ever woken up feeling like you were just with someone, even though you were alone? Have you ever noticed a scent in the air upon waking, or carried an intense emotion through your day that you couldn't explain? These are signs, fragments of the encounters you had while sleeping. Not all encounters are easy or pleasant. Some bring discomfort or fear, but that doesn't mean they are harmful. Often, they reflect parts of yourself that you need to face or heal. The best approach is to go to sleep with positive thoughts, gratitude, and a sense of protection. This helps tune your consciousness to connect with experiences that match your higher purpose. Your soul never travels alone. It is always learning, always touching, and being touched. One of the most fascinating aspects of these journeys is the idea of parallel lives. Imagine that somewhere beyond your normal awareness, there are other versions of you living different choices, following other dreams. People who have experienced out-of-body journeys or lucid dreams often describe visiting these alternate realities, meeting versions of themselves who chose a different road, faced a different challenge, or followed another mission. These encounters are not random. By interacting with these other aspects of yourself, you can gain powerful insights, fresh ideas, courage, or solutions to old problems. Often, these experiences come in the form of vivid dreams or intense déjà vu moments that shake you. These are signs that your consciousness has touched other timelines, other possible versions of your life. It's as if life is softly whispering, "You are more powerful and more limitless than you think." If you want to open yourself to these experiences, start by paying attention. Watch your dreams. Notice sudden insights. Listen to your gut feelings. Instead of brushing them off as random, ask yourself, what is this showing me? What part of me is being revealed? You are not a flat, single path being. You are a vast, branching soul living through many layers of experience. And during the night, when the walls between these worlds thin, you have the chance to remember. A dream is not always just a dream. Some dreams are messages, journeys, or missions your deeper self has taken on. An ordinary dream fades quickly when you wake, like mist in the sun. But a meaningful dream, a dream rooted in real experience, leaves a mark on your heart and mind. Recognizing this is the first step to waking up to the deeper mysteries of life. It's how you stop living on autopilot and start living with intention, even while you sleep. So the next time you wake up holding a dream or memory that feels too vivid, too real, or too meaningful to be just random, remember this: you touched something real. You crossed over. You remembered. There's a delicate, invisible moment between deep sleep and waking when hidden energy doors open. You can't see them with your eyes, but they are there, linking the heavy, solid world with lighter, finer dimensions. And during sleep, especially in the deepest phases or moments of partial waking, your consciousness has the chance to slip through. These moments require gentleness, calm, and openness. Fear or anxiety can close these doors in an instant, but when you stay relaxed and willing, you give yourself the chance to explore a much greater world, a world that has quietly been waiting for you all along. Have you ever felt that strange moment where you wake up inside your sleep, fully aware but unable to move? It's as if you're standing between two worlds, sensing something powerful and unseen. These moments might be your consciousness reaching for invisible doorways, often called energetic portals. Every night, as we sleep, our deeper self naturally explores these spaces, but most people miss the signs. You might feel very heavy or light before drifting off, hear buzzing sounds, or feel like the room is spinning or pulling you upward. These are not random sensations. They are delicate opportunities to access wisdom and experiences that can change your life. To cross over, you must stay calm and trust the process, not fight or fear it. But not everything you meet in these subtle spaces is harmless. For ages, people have believed in guardians, conscious protectors who quietly watch over us as we travel through the unseen. They keep us safe, maintain the connection between body and spirit, and push away harmful energies. Maybe you felt their presence, a dream where a glowing figure pulls you from danger, a sudden sense of calm in a nightmare, or waking up and knowing you're protected, even if you can't explain why. At the same time, there are also confused or negative forces. These energies tend to show up when you sleep with heavy emotions like anger, fear, or sadness, which lower your natural defenses. But here's the key. You control your own energy by surrounding yourself with love, gratitude, courage, and truth before sleep. You raise a wall of light around you. Simple practices like prayer, meditation, or setting a clear intention to serve something good strengthen your protection, draw in helpers, and make it much harder for anything harmful to reach you. Most people think sleep is just a time to rest, but your soul may be on a mission every night. While your body rests, your higher self might help guide lost energies, send healing, offer wisdom, or prepare you for future challenges. Your everyday mind doesn't need to know. Your soul works beyond the limits of your ego. But sometimes, you'll feel hints. Waking up drained after a full night's sleep, feeling a deep emotion you can't explain, or dreaming of helping someone. These might be small memory fragments from the real work your soul is doing. With practice, you can remember more. Being mindful before bed, filling yourself with gratitude, and setting intentions help open the door to greater awareness. You can even take on personal challenges, like shifting from ego-centered thinking to a higher state of consciousness, to improve not just your sleep journeys, but your entire life. In the invisible world, communication happens through energy, not words but symbols, sensations, and images that speak directly to your deeper self. That's why dreams often seem strange or confusing. They aren't meant for your logical brain, but for your soul's wisdom. Each symbol, a key, a door, a storm, an animal, is a message meant to awaken something inside you. The important part isn't what the symbol means logically, but how it makes you feel. A door might show you a new path. A storm might signal inner cleansing. An animal might remind you of forgotten strength. Understanding these messages means feeling, not overthinking. A powerful practice is keeping a dream journal. Write down any details, no matter how small, as soon as you wake up. Over time, you'll see patterns, recognize repeated messages, and understand more of your inner voice. Dream memory fades quickly if you don't capture it right away. So be gentle when waking. Take a moment to reflect and act fast to record anything you remember. Setting intentions before sleep and using small memory triggers like calming sense or awareness mantras can also help. Remember, dream recall is like a muscle. It strengthens with use. There's also the hypnagogic state, the thin space between wakefulness and sleep, where random images and sensations drift through. Most people miss this rich space because they fall asleep too fast. But if you stay gently aware, you can access deep healing, visions, and insights. We're often taught that sleep is just a pause between days. But in truth, each night is a hidden journey. You are not just a body having dreams. You are a conscious being traveling through invisible worlds, meeting guides, healing wounds, facing challenges, and gathering wisdom that goes beyond everyday life. Each time you sleep, your soul reconnects with the vastness it came from. And each time you wake, you have the chance to bring a piece of that wisdom back with you. True awakening isn't just opening your eyes in the morning. True awakening is knowing who you really are, both in the visible world and the unseen one. In the end, the greatest hidden book isn't some ancient text. The greatest hidden book is you.